Hi, in this video, I would like to let you know in detail the exam format of Pearson Test of English Academic. As you know that there are four modules in this exam and this is how the exam format is going to be. Your exam starts with personal introduction for which Pearson gives you 25 seconds to read the prompt. I'll show you how the prompt looks like. So Pearson will give you some bullet points on the screen and you will have to speak for 30 seconds about these bullet points, for which of course Pearson does not give you any points, but you have to speak about it. I also would like to give you a sample for presenting your self introduction. It doesn't carry any points, but it's a mandate that you have to present about your self introduction. And once you're done with it, then the first module happens to be speaking, second is writing, third is reading, fourth is listening module. So that's how the four modules come in the exam. That is the sequence. And overall you might finish this exam maybe in around 2 hours. There is nothing called fixed 2 hours, but approximately you will be completing this exam in around 2 hours, and a result is expected well within 48 hours, but of course in a day also, because Pearson depends heavily on technology to assess and to reward points. Hence Pearson is able to release this score report well within a day also. And the first module happens to be speaking module. In speaking module, there are totally 7 question types. And usually questions come in the sequence that you find on the screen. Read aloud, repeat sentence, describe images, read a lecture, answer short questions, summarize group discussion, respond to a situation. Among these questions, maybe there are some questions that carry significant weight. Among these questions, the describe image question contributes heavily to the speaking module. 31% of your speaking score comes from describe image performance of yours, followed by uh, summarize group discussion. This contributes to 19% of your speaking, and repeat sentence contributes to 16%. That also heavily contributes. And then we have other question types like retail lecture and all that. But the only one question that does not carry much weightage is what answer short question, and this question's weightage is only 4% to listening. And answer short question, though it is in speaking module, it doesn't contribute to your speaking score. And among so describe image question contributes heavily. And among these 7 question types, 6 questions contribute to your 90 in speaking module. One question doesn't contribute, that is answer short question doesn't contribute to speaking module at all. And there are 4 questions in speaking module. Those are repeat sentence, retail lecture, answer short question, summarize group discussion. These 4 questions can contribute to listening score also, maybe approximately around 25 points plus you will get from speaking to listening score. So that's definitely heavy. So I would like to show you how the questions in speaking module look like. This is how the questions look like. We have read aloud question. You may get around 6 questions, 6 to 7 questions, and each question is separately timed. Then we have repeat sentence questions, and this also we get around 10 questions, 5 to 10 questions you can expect. And how to present answers, strategies and all that, right, are part of
Most
our
of the
coaching. And then we have describe images after repeat sentences. We get 3 4 questions, and then we have retail lecture. We get 1 or 2 questions in this. Then comes answer short questions, and here we get around 5 questions. It doesn't carry much weightage. Then we have respond to a situation, and then summarize group discussion. There are 7 question types. After that, we have writing module, and in writing module there are 2 questions. One is called summarize group discussion, summarize written text, and this question contributes only to writing and reading score. And usually we get 1 or 2 questions only, and each one is separately timed. And if you look at so these 2 questions contribute to writing score, and essay contribution to writing score is very heavy. Maybe if you look at, you will understand here percentages. So writing, when you write an essay, and your performance in writing essay will contribute to what, 31% of your writing score, whereas summarize written next question contributes to 28% of your writing score, and summarize written next question contributes to reading score also. So one interesting thing about this exam is what, your performance in one module can impact your score in the other module also. So speaking contributes to listening, and writing contributes to reading score also. So let's see how writing module looks like on the screen on the day of the exam. So in summarize written text question, you may get one passage like this, and this one is timed for 10 minutes. Usually we get one or maximum two, whereas in essay we will get two question or only one question, and that is timed for 20 minutes, not more than that. Only one question comes in the exam. And also, right, your writing score depends upon your listening performance also. In listening module, there are two questions. One is called summarize spoken text. The other one is write from dictation. These two questions contribute heavily towards your writing score also. Right. So that I will show you when I talk about listening module. So heavy contribution comes from listening to writing score. So your writing score does not come only from writing performance. It also comes from listening module. Then after that we have reading module. There are 5 question types in reading module. Right, one is called multiple choice single answer, one is the other one is called multiple choice multiple answers, reorder, fill in the blanks drag and drop, fill in the blanks drop down. And among these 5 questions, only one question carries negative marking. What it means, of course, you will get to know that as part of the training. And if you look at heavy contribution we have from fill in the blanks drag and drop and fill in the blanks drop down, and approximately you can expect around 15 questions. And reading module is actually timed as a module, so there is no time per each question. If you get around 15 questions cutting across all these 5 question types, the PSN might give you around 30 minutes, 31, 32 minutes, something like that. More questions, more the time, but approximately you can expect around 30 minutes for 15 questions. So there is no time per each question that we have to allocate at our end. And among these questions, and of course, strategies to match with the AI tool, you will understand as part of our training sessions. And reading module, if you look at the percentage among fill in the blanks drop down question contributes heavily to your reading score. 25% of your reading score comes from fill in the blanks, and 20% of your reading score comes from fill in the blanks drag and drop. Then we have reorder paragraph, then multiple choice multiple answers, then multiple choice single answer choice questions. And if you look at reading score also depends upon your performance in writing module, because summarized written text question contributes to writing score and reading score. And from listening, there are two questions. One is called highlight correct summary, and then highlight incorrect word questions. These two questions also contribute to what your reading score. So you can expect maybe 10 points from summarized index question, and from these two also you can expect approximately around 10 points. So you can expect around 20 points from other modules, that is listening and writing modules, towards your reading score. First, let's see how the reading module looks like on the screen on the day of the exam. So reading module. So don't expect the questions in the same sequence that I'm showing you with respect to reading module alone. So we have multiple choice single answer, for which you will select only one answer. There will be two questions, and then multiple choice multiple answers. Right, passage is on the left side, question followed by options. You may get around two questions. Then comes what, reordering the paragraph, which means a paragraph is jumbled here. Sentences in a paragraph are jumbled, and we are supposed to sequence these sentences from the left side to the right side by dragging them. And you get two questions for sure, sometimes three also. Then comes what, fill in the blanks. Drag and drop means what, there are options, you will have to drag and drop it. So this is called drag and drop fill in the blanks questions, and you may get around 4 to 5 questions with maybe 15 to 20 blanks also. Then comes what, this is actually called fill in the blanks drop down. Pearson changed the name of this question type in August last year. So for every blank there will be options. Earlier this question used to contribute to writing score, but now Pearson removed the contribution from this question to writing score. So you may get around 5 questions in this. So which means what, around 25 blanks you can expect from reading and writing drop down question type. Then we have a listening module, and there are totally 8 questions in listening module, and these 8 questions are in two different sections. Section 1 we have only one question type, that is called summarize spoken text, and we get only one question, and this contributes to listening and writing scores. Section 2 we have separate time, and there are 7 questions, and in the exam also we get questions in the same sequence that you find on the screen. There are two questions that carry negative marking. One is called multiple choice multiple answer, the other one is highlight incorrect word questions. And listening score also depends upon speaking performance, that I have told you already in the earlier in my one of the slides in speaking module. And if you look at the percentages, right, among all these 8 questions, right from dictation question contributes heavily towards listening and towards writing also. Among all these questions, right from dictation question contributes heavily to listening and heavily to writing also. 23% of writing score comes from right front dictation performance of yours, and 13% of listening score comes from right front dictation performance of yours. Followed by, then we have 10% score of listening comes from summarized spoken text, whereas 18% of your writing score comes from summarized spoken text performance of yours. So there is a significant, so people who are trying for superior scores, you cannot afford to make mistakes. Because right, getting a high score in this, let's say, people who are trying for 7 or 8 bands of IELTS, here the scores are a little different. Writing module you have to get 85, listening 69, reading 70, and speaking 88, which is not difficult. Of course, this exam is certainly a scoring exam. And of course, once you sign up for our course, then we have online live sessions and we have recorded sessions also. We have a mobile application wherein you can access all our videos, and website. We have mobile app and web app. Web app is to practice questions, and the mobile app is to watch my videos and refer to notes. So you will get to know, as part of the training, strategies for every question item in every module, and you will also understand the application to the questions as part of our sessions. And we have live review sessions to match with the score requirement, so that you'll understand where you are, and then practice in our portal to be in line with the feedback. So we'll also give you feedback as you practice, and you can also, and then you can also get advice on scored mock test and when you can book your exam. And if you look, we have superior scores to our credit. We have a good history as far as this exam is concerned. We have many 90s, all 80s, all 65s, and right, many students of course got their scores in the very first go itself. For more details, of course, you can contact our Hyderabad School of Learning contact, or you can email.